Good morning, students. Today I'm with you to give you certain tips how to learn, how to make use of tenses. And I'm going to give you very short and the formation of tenses in a simple gist form, in a very easy to learn method. So I hope you will really enjoy it. You will be able to comprehend it and you can use it in your practice. So let us come to the topic. The topic is the gist of the tenses. Now, first of all, I talk about indefinites. If a sentence contains either a first form of the verb, that is first form of verb plus s or es, does and do, it denotes present indefinite tense. In passive voice, other than third form of the verb, either of helping verb is and are is used. So these helping verbs replace does and do. So this was all about, you can remember this much for indefinite tense, and that is present indefinite tense. Now comes past indefinite tense. If a sentence contains second form of the verb, helping verb did with the first form of the main verb denotes past indefinite tense. In passive voice, did is replaced by was or were, and third form of the main verb is always used. Now third is future tense. A future indefinite tense, if a sentence contains either of helping verb will or shall and first form of the verb, it denotes future indefinite. In passive voice, first form of main verb is changed into third form, while verb we add be and helping verbs do not change. So this is a very, I can say this is the gist of indefinite tense. Now comes continuous tense, present continuous. If sentence contains either of three helping verbs, is, am or are, with the first form of the main verb, it denotes present continuous tense. And we also use ing with it. So in all continuous forms, we use ing. Mali is plucking flowers. Now plucking, P-L-U-C-K is verb and ing is added to it and it denotes continuous tense. In passive voice, helping verbs is, am, are, they do not change. Rather, being is added and used before third form of verb. I give you an example. She is being punished for her misconduct. Now, past tense. If a sentence contains either of helping verbs, was, were, and ing with first form of the verb, it denotes past continuous tense. He was sleeping when I reached the home. So I think it is very clear to you and it is easy for you to remember also. In passive voice, helping verbs was, were are used plus be, and before that third form of the being is used before third form of the main verb. I give you example and make it more clear. Naughty students were being caned by the teacher. Now comes future continuous tense. If a sentence contains either of helping verb, will or shall, then plus be plus ing with first form of the verb, it is future continuous tense. She will be preparing herself for interview. There is no passive voice of future continuous tense. You remember this. Now comes perfect tense. If a sentence contains either of helping verbs, has, have, and third form of main verb, it denotes present perfect tense. He has done the work. They have finished their lesson. In passive voice, helping verb has, have, and third form of the main verb remain the same, only been is added. Example is, has the justice been transferred? They have not been acquitted of their charges. Then comes past perfect tense. If a sentence contains helping verb had plus third form of the verb, which is the main verb, it denotes past perfect tense. They had finished their work. Now, when we talk about passive voice, in passive voice, helping verb had and third form of the main verb do not change. We only add been to it, and which is used before third form of the main verb. Had the justice been transferred? They had not been acquitted of their charges. Future perfect tense. If sentence contains helping verb, will, shall, plus have, plus third form, it denotes future perfect tense. They will have reached Mumbai by now. He will have returned from Delhi before 5 o'clock. In passive voice, word been is added and it is used before third form of main verb. Example, a novel will have been written by her. Now comes the last tense, and that is perfect continuous tense. If sentence contains either of helping verb has or have, then been plus first form of the main verb with ing, it also tells time or period when the action was initiated. It denotes present perfect tense. That is, we have to use since or for so that it tells when the work has been, when the action has been initiated. The priest has been worshipping God since morning. They have been waiting for us for 2 hours. Then past perfect continuous. If a sentence contains helping verb had plus been plus first form of main verb with ing and also telling about the time or period of the initiation of the action, it denotes past perfect continuous tense. Let us make it elaborate by this example. She has been singing for 2 hours when you saw her. Then future. If sentence contains helping verb, will have, shall have, then been plus first form of the main verb, ing, and it also tells about the time or period of the initiation of the action. It denotes future perfect continuous tense. He will have been taking rest for half an hour. So this is all the gist of the tenses. If you remember like this, only remember, just try. I give you one more tip, students, you can do that. You can make a chart, and on the basis of this lecture, you can just note it down what helping verbs are used, what is to be added. It becomes easier for you to remember. You can go through them again and again and recall it and make it into your practice, so that your usage of tenses becomes stronger and applicable and more perfect. Now, one thing more which I also want to add, that there is no passive voice for perfect continuous tenses. We do not make passive voice of perfect continuous tenses. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and you can just go through it, and I'll come with some more tips in my future classes.